What is going on, everybody? Happy Saturday. Hope you had a great day with friends, family. Hopefully, the weather was nice for you. You got outside, got some yard work done, whatever the case may be. I'm going to fire up a draft right now here for us. I've got our week 15, 16, 17 schedule on the board. Hopefully, it's not too small. I can zoom in a little bit here. And maybe, no, I can't shrink that down any more than that. But if it's bad, we'll make it work. We will fix it. We'll get into it here. Week 15, 16, and 17 are on the board because if you're new to best ball, that's what really, really matters. That's where you need to, for basically all contests, not all now because Underdog's done some slick things lately, but basically for all of the contests on Underdog and on Drafters and DraftKings, you want to be looking at week 15, 16, and 17, stacking those games up at least a little bit and hope that you take home the $1.5 million tournament. And ultimately, that's why we're playing. We're playing for the big thing. We're not playing just to compete. And now we've got the 4th overall pick. So draft starts in 40 seconds. I'm guessing a combination of Christian McCaffrey, CeeDee Lamb, and maybe Jefferson go. So I'm happy getting CeeDee, Chase, Tyreek, Justin, Justin, like he's my friend. That's probably going to be where I'm going to end up living here. CeeDee's going to be gone, but I'm going to put him in there because he's my favorite out of that bunch. I'm thinking we can get Jamar Chase here. That is my guess. My guess is Jamar Chase is the one that falls to us, but we'll see. All right. So with the 4th spot, kind of have a while between this pick and the next one. So in the 2nd round, might have to get a little creative. Actually, might end up with a running back. We'll see. Haven't done enough running back builds. If we go Chase for Cincinnati, we got Cincinnati plays Tennessee, Cleveland, and Denver. Maybe 73 is the way to go so I can see the whole thing. All right, 3 picks away. CMC goes first. CeeDee Lamb goes, Tyreek Hill just on cue here, and let's go with Chase. Give me the guy with the better quarterback. I love taking Chase. I love Chase this year in general. All right. Jefferson, St. Brown, nobody out of the ordinary going in the first couple of rounds. Let's see here. Okay. Okay. Open this up so I can have another tool here in front of me. That's weird. That's weird. It's not, is it actually on? Okay. Yeah, that's strange. Okay. So we got a couple of people with some shields in here, a couple of veterans. I just got to get a shield. That's what I want. I want a shield. Okay, let's see here. All right. All right. Gibbs would have been nice if he could have fallen, but he probably wasn't going to. It's always going to be, I'd rather have Taylor over Barkley here, but ultimately I'm okay going with anybody else. Don't worry about stacking so much in rounds 1 and 2 and 3 even. If you can get it and it works out and it's a good pick, great, go for it. But don't feel the need to jump down an ADP or jam somebody in just for the sake of stacking. That's not necessary. You can get a lot of your stacks later on in the draft. They're important. They're super important. I'm a huge correlation stacking person, probably more so than I need to be, but you don't have to force it in the first couple of rounds. If it works, have at it. 4 more picks. All right, that's fine. Saquon can go, and I'm going to go. I don't have a lot of Devontae Adams, but I'm kind of okay with that. Mike Evans on the fence for me. Ayuk would be great, but I'm sure he's going to be gone. I could go Waddle. Wow, Achan's moved up, huh? I don't get Diggs's price there. I'd rather have Neighbors. Um, let's see. Pittman's fallen quite a bit now, too. Barkley, he's going to go Ayuk probably, I would think. I actually am kind of interested in going Evans here. Just want to see something real quick. How old is Debo? He's only 28. He's not turning 29 until the middle of the year. He's kind of just got a bad injury history is what makes me a little nervous. Wow, Debo over Ayuk. Oh, it's not my chance. Darn it, I thought I was up. Please. There's no way he leaves me Ayuk. Oh my goodness. I'm not worried about Ayuk not participating in OTAs. No worries there. Listen, guys, say what's up in the chat. Let me know who's in here. Let me know you're in here. Feel free to drop any questions you guys have, literally anything. It's much more fun and entertaining when you guys are interacting and have questions. Otherwise, I'm happy just to talk and try to share some strategy and knowledge. I'm curious if anybody's done any builds or if it's a little early for you guys. I know it's early for a lot of people, but I do think that there is some value in here. For instance, guys like Michael Pittman, we're kind of towards the top. They are falling back. So if Michael Pittman has a huge, I'm sorry, guys like not Michael Pittman, guys like Kyron Williams were at the top and they've been settling out a little bit. Pittman a little bit too. But if Pittman, I guess I don't know what I'm trying to say about Pittman. Let me move on from Pittman. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that there is value to be had by drafting early. Yes, drafting early has its risks too because guys can get injured, that kind of thing, and you get more news later on, but everybody gets that same news later on. So, oh man, I don't mind going Sam Laporta here, but I've really been going Debo a lot. Yeah, give me Debo here. Give me Debo there over DJ Moore in a crowded Chicago wide receiver core. Same thing with Stephon Diggs, add in the fact that he's old. And Sam Laporta was my other favorite pick there. Don't really love the Michael Pittman play. Again, I think actually Adonai Mitchell might go crazy. Hey, Anthony, appreciate you, bud. Listen, today was a little bit sloppy out there, but not just for us, for everybody. But we did cash the 1.5 to 2 unit play, which was Lorenzen and Gallon, I think, under 1.5. So that is a breath of fresh air. So that will put us close to even. Might be a small loss. However, yesterday was a smash. So still profitable over the last 2 days. Yeah, it was just a weird day. It's just, it happens, I guess. That's betting. But happy to have you, my friend. Listen, anybody in the Patreon, you guys are the best. Honestly, like we have like the best community. I never receive any negative things. I never see anybody interacting negatively. It's just like an awesome community. We've got a workout chat in there now. We've got community bets. People are posting plays, talking about picks and stuff, and it's just growing. And it's a slow time. Like right now, make no mistake, summer is slow. This is the slowest time of the year for betting. We're coming into NFL season, and that Patreon is going to get crazy. I'm talking insane. I think we're going to easily double the people that are in there, and then some is my guess and my estimation. Also, working on some things right now, some tools, talking with some people right now about them as we speak, having meetings multiple times a week. I have another one coming up Monday this week. So Patreon is only going to get more value. So Anthony, for you and anybody else who might be in here that's in the Patreon, getting more value. Discord, I know a lot of the guys have a Discord and stuff. I think there's pros and cons with it. I don't know how much value it is. Like if people think it's really valuable, I'm happy to do it. But I know a lot of you guys are already in other Discords. So my thought is more of like picks and then a website eventually. So the Patreon will be like the community aspect of it, and then a website with tools and stuff. So that's kind of my thought. And I've always been a big interactor on social media. I think it's a little bit easier. So like X, Twitter is my easiest one to get a hold of me, and we can interact there a lot. So I think it'll probably, at least for now, for sure, stay on Patreon. And but if enough people, reach out and say they want it, yeah, I'm never opposed to anything. I'm happy to set them up. I've created a bunch of Discords. I did NFTs and stuff for a little while actually, and I'm still in them, but I'm not as active, obviously, because I only have so much time in the day. But I created a couple of NFT Discords. So, setting them all up, making the mods, the rules, everything, setting up the different roles and all that stuff. So I'm very familiar with building one out, but just got to see if like the demand is there for it. And if it is, fine. If not, I'm happy with the Patreon thing. It could be better, could be worse. There's a couple of things, I don't love everything about the Patreon, but I love the people we have in there for sure. And yeah, so the tools, so working on some other stuff too. It's in the works, and I'm foot on the gas a little bit on things. So, it's kind of as fast as people can make it happen on their end is how fast it'll be rolled out. But I will keep you guys posted. You guys will absolutely know, and you guys will get the info first, obviously. All right, so this is coming back around here. Bradish hit again. That's good. Okay. And then I gotta, let's see. Plug this in here. All right, we're on the clock here. ETN goes. I don't want a quarterback here. Don't really want to take high up Trey McBride. Um, but actually, I don't really love my other options. So we're gonna go Trey McBride, and we're gonna go. Are we gonna go Trey McBride here, or do I like some of these other guys better? You know what? Let's go. Let's go Mark Andrews here. Let's go Mark Andrews over Trey McBride. And I don't know if my thing's updated. Where my thing's all jacked up. I don't think I have Trey McBride that low, do I? Maybe I do. Maybe I shuffled them all up. I do have to look at that again. But yeah, I'm just not sold on Trey McBride yet, and that's nothing against him. It's more of like Kyler Murray historically hasn't loved tight ends. Honestly, like he really, really hasn't. So let's see. Plug this in. So that's really what it is for me. It's like, I haven't seen enough to say that he's going to throw the tight end, and then throw the fact in that they have Marvin Harrison Jr. now soaking up all the targets. That guy's a stud. I'm a big fan of his, big believer in him. So yeah, all that to say, I'm not big on Trey McBride at that price. All right, we're on the board here. Mark Andrews. Oh, we get the rare. All right, listen, it fell to us. I was not planning on getting Lamar there at all. I was not planning on Lamar there at all, but we get Andrews and Lamar rolls back around. Absolutely, I'm going to get that. All right, now that alters some things for us. Oh my gosh, look at the receiving core we've got around them. If this was a Madden team, I'd be thrilled. The Giants, Pitt, and Houston. All the Pitt players I want and Houston players are gone. The Giants don't really have anybody I'm super interested in, but um whoops. Could go running back stack for one of them. Fryermuth is a second option's okay. I don't really love anybody else here. Not a big concern here. Let's see here. Got to do this. Hold on one second and just take that. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Just pulling up some stuff on the side for me to look at while I'm doing this draft. Okay, I'm not on the board. Okay. Excuse me. Gonna be able to get a running back here. We're kind of coming into that. Oh, maybe we're kind of coming up on the running back abyss, but where or the wide receiver abyss where it's all running backs. But I'm actually okay with any of these guys. Did I end up okay? So I didn't end up grabbing um Evans, which is good because I would love to get Godwin there or Brian Thomas. But okay, so that was units up. Let's do this. One. Um, okay, there's that. Almost up here. Who's going to be out there? It's my turn. I see. If you're in the Patreon, I'm also sending out messages now. What do we got here? Well, I could snag a running back. I could go with the little Seattle stack. I actually like Brian Thomas a lot here. Kamara. Give me Kamara there just to grab a decent running back up here. And 6 picks away rolls around, and I can get Najigba still, or I can grab Deontay Johnson, which I don't hate at all, actually. Okay. Let's see. Who do the Ravens play? Pittsburgh and Houston. Man, I hate stacking these teams. Baltimore has like a crap schedule. I don't really love their playoff schedule. The Colts, I don't really love their playoff schedule. Where are they? Where are they? Indy, Denver, Tennessee, and the Giants. I mean, Tennessee's fine, but like, um, yeah, I don't really love it. I don't love it. I'll be honest with you. Let's see here. Last thing here. When you walked in with your green eyes. Okay. Ingram. Oh man, if Addison falls. Nope. Okay. That was fast. Man, I could go Aaron Jones, but I wouldn't mind going. Oh, give me Christian Watson. Perfect player for this. Perfect player. Because who does Green Bay again? They play Seattle, New Orleans, and Minnesota. And we've got a little Seattle stack going here for week 15, which is fine. You don't always have to just stack week 17. It's fine. Good stacks are good stacks. And they're good players even when they're not stacked. So Christian Watson, boomer bust guy, literally perfect for best ball guys. That's who you want. You want those boomer bust guys. Oh, I gotta do that over here. Okay. Man, not bad. There we go. Okay. I saw a gift tonight that was you don't suck at fantasy, the playoffs, or you don't suck at fantasy or sports betting, the players suck at playing or something. That's how today felt a little bit. Not gonna lie to you. That's how today felt. The players stunk. It's their fault. Listen, you give me a couple $1,000,000, I'll play pretty good. Mhm. I'd like to think I'd like to think that I'll get it done for a couple million. Yeah, I'll get it done. Woo, Williams, great pick there. Love that pick. All right, let's see. Oh man, Jonathan Brooks. Give me I'm going to have so much Jonathan Brooks when I start looking more at my exposures. Once some of my slow drafts finish up, I'm going to realize I have way too much Jonathan Brooks, but he's arguably the best. He's definitely the best back on the team. He's arguably already running back one there. Zamir White, no real competition. Jalen Warren, running back two here. Has he? Okay, yes, but he hasn't skipped Najee yet. But you could make the argument that it's going to be 50-50. And all it takes is Najee either to get hurt or have a bad couple of games or something or cough up a fumble. Jalen Warren's no slouch. Jalen Warren is no slouch. Let's see. Caleb Williams going early because of all the weapons around him. Was going to get that. I would have gone Joe Burrow in the 8th round or around there, but getting Lamar early kind of changed things for us. Made it so we didn't have to stack up there. All right. This is the running back abyss. Look at these running backs, and then it's Cortland Sutton. So we're going to go, man, we're going to go. You know what? Maybe we go Pitt for this one. We're going to go Warren for that stack that I'm talking about. That's a week 16 stack right there. Baltimore, Pittsburgh. Usually low scoring, but hey, you've thrown Lamar into the mix. Anything can happen now. I don't love the idea of going two good tight ends here. I mean, I'm picking that guy to go crazy. I picked Mark Andrews so that he goes nuts. I would love any of those receivers, and then it's back to them, and I'd love him too. All right, so we got to grab a receiver here soon. We need one more at least. They say 4 to 5 receivers through the first 7 rounds is kind of like optimal. We've got 4. Usually I'm on the higher side, but I think what happened really is taking Kamara for sure, but we took a quarterback and their tight end, but I stand by that. That's a great stack right there. That's a great stack. That's not the easiest one to get at all times. So jumping all over it. Give me Curtis Samuel here too, if he's available. I mean, that's what I'd like right now. I'd like Curtis Samuel right here. Perfect. Give me Curtis Samuel there. Is my 5th receiver. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're okay with that. We're all right with that. Oh, let's see. So right now, if I had to look and had to take a guess, I'll keep my face in there for now. I'm thinking this is a pretty diverse board here. I'm thinking we're going to go with a Richardson's going right after Stroud there. Man, I love the fact of getting Lamar right there. Give me Lamar over CJ Stroud. Not sure about my boy A. Rich, though. Anthony Richardson, man's the truth. So we'll see. But definitely over Stroud. He's got to do it for more than a year for me. Shakir, I'm hoping to snag. Shaheed will probably be gone. But Mitchell, maybe. Snag Adonai Mitchell. Chase Brown. Is Gus the guy? I'd almost rather have Chase Brown over those guys. Tell me why. Actually, that's a good one. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, Shaheed's great. I don't really get the Mike Williams love. The guy, look at him. He's hurt already. He's just a big body that gets no separation. It's like, is he great at catching the ball even with no separation? He's very good. But like, man, who are we going to shoot for as a backup quarterback? We don't really have any leads right now. I don't love a naked stack. Kirk. I never did get Godwin, right? Nope. I get him so often I can't remember. Oh, Gino. Oh yeah, we'll just get Gino. Yeah, we're just gonna get Gino. Is this the same thing as ESPN Fantasy Football? I don't think so. King, I think so. I don't believe so. Best ball is you draft a team and then your best lineup is automatically submitted for you. So you don't have to go in. Once you draft the team, that's pretty much set it and forget it. You don't do anything with it. You literally don't have to touch it. It takes your best quarterback score. It takes your 2 best running back score, takes your 3 best wide receiver score, and then you get a flex in the tight end spot and it plugs them in for you. So you don't have to do anything with it. So basically the idea is just to draft a bunch of teams and hope you hit big and make it to the finals and then win a ton of money essentially. But there's no waivers or anything like that. Injuries, you got to kind of account for that. Bye weeks, same thing. No, so I got 3 guys on a week 12 bye week. I just noticed. So that week we're going to be rolling out one of these 3 guys here. Yeah, so I think it's different. I don't think ESPN has a best ball platform. That's like traditional fantasy football. Dude, King, if you have not tried this, it's awesome, man. It's really fun. I think it's fun, it's unique, and it gives you a chance to get a lot of exposure to a lot of guys. So like me personally, when I play in like my home leagues and stuff, like I'm like, man, I wish I could root for this player. Like I really like this guy. I wish I could root for him. Or, I really like that guy. It'd be nice if I had him on my team, but I could never get him or whatever for whatever reason. This gives you that chance. Yeah, King, if you have any other questions, let me know. Also, King, if you want, if you've never tried Underdog in general, I've got a code for you if you'd like it. You get a deposit match. So, you put in $50 or $100, they're going to give you, 25 or $50 free on the platform. So if you've never tried it, I'll drop that in the comments. And if you have, feel free just to skip over it and yeah, take a look at it because the Underdog platform's great. Oh, I got a pick. Hold on one second, please. Oh yeah, give me that. Give me that right there. Perfect. I got to change this actually. I got the old wording on here. There we go. That was inaccurate. Whoops. That's fine. Yeah, take a look at it. If you don't use it, feel free to use that code. Get yourself some free money. Don't pay full price for anything. Here we go. I gotta go here. And let's go into here. There we go. And I will drop that. I can pin that comment, I think. Here we go. Should do that every time. Just lazy. And if you guys are here for the first time, by the way, please leave a like on the video. And if you have time and you're watching this later, drop a comment. Let me know what you like. Let me know your favorite. I want to know your favorite running back and quarterback to draft outside of the top 3 rounds. No, did I say quarterback? I meant running back and wide receiver out of the top 3 rounds. So no Marvin Harrison, no Justin Jefferson. I know those guys. Talking round 3 or higher. Let's see who would that be. Round 3 or higher? Okay, any of these guys. Devontae Smith, DK Metcalf, Diggs, Pittman, Moore, Cup, Tank Dell. Any guys after. If you like Amari Cooper the best, throw them out there. T. Higgins, Zay Flowers, any of these guys. Who's your favorite? And then running backs. So we're talking 3rd round or later. So Achane, Kyron Williams, Derrick Henry, ETN, Josh Jacobs. It's probably really those guys. Oh, Pacheco could be up there too. Mixon's a guy I love. Decent spot there. Yeah. drop it in the comments afterwards, and it also bumps the algorithm up. And if you guys want, anybody ever feels the urge, they're like, hey, I like that guy's hat. You let me know. I'll order one for you. Um, all right. So I want to make sure I don't miss out on anybody here. I got to get the Geno stack. I'm pretty set at wide receiver. Where did Adonai Mitchell go? Just wanted to see. Okay, he went a couple picks before me. Man, I was close too to getting him. Um, I really am. I'm pretty good about the wide receiver position. I'm pretty good there right now. Oh, I would love Dalton Schultz. What's his bye week? 14? Oh, are you kidding me? Come on. Baltimore plays Houston week 17. If I get them, I had to go a third one. Oh, good. Well, I guess they did me a solid there. Love Hunter Henry. Anybody else I want to stack up here? I've got Green Bay already. Who plays Seattle? Seattle's Green Bay, Minnesota, and Chicago. Nobody really there to grab. Wow. Jelani Woods is moving up. Oh, no, that's my ranking. I was going to say, I was like, man, I'm all over Jelani. All right. Oh, wait. Man, I would love to get Kendry Miller there, but I'm not big on that. You know what? Give me Jerome Ford. If what's-his-face doesn't come back full strength, then he's good. And he's going to give me some solidity in the beginning of the season when before what's-his-face comes back. So, like, my running back core is a little light. You got two studs, guy, even though that's kind of splitting carries. And then you've got two guys that were like, okay, who's going to shake it out? Blake Corum could be in soon, might not be. So I need a little bit more stability, especially to get me going in the year, where I think, like, as the year goes on, Blake Corum has a better chance of taking over. So enter Jerome Ford for Cleveland, who their Nick Chubb, their starting running back, is coming off of a blown out knee, literally blew up everything. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? Like, and Chubb's knee got destroyed, guys. Like, if you don't remember that, his knee, man, I love Darnell Mooney here, but I really should go running back. But there's really nobody up here. Ray Davis would be a reach. We're going to go Mooney, I think. We're going to go Mooney, a very boomer bust player. Our wide receiver core is pretty built out here. Does Atlanta, I should have looked. Does Atlanta have any stacking with? Nope. Nobody I have. That's all right. I don't really want Quentin Johnson. I know he was a rookie last year. Jalen Polk, fine. But again, rookie wide receivers don't tend to do well. So Jerome Ford will give me some stability in the beginning of the year when I think Nick Chubb is working to get his legs back under him. And, guys don't always recover that first year back from his knee was bad. And he's 28, 29, so he's no young guy. It's not like he's a rookie either, or a guy in college. So I'll take that. That gives me a little bit of a base in the beginning of the year. Now, eventually I'll need to get Geno. I think that's important, so I might even reach a little bit for him. I mean, I have 7 receivers, so I don't really need more receivers. We're going with a 2 tight end build here. I would love Hunter Henry, though. If I can get Hunter Henry here, or Washington, or give me Ben Sinnott if he's available. I think he'll be gone, but that would give me a little stack in week 17 with Atlanta, Darnell Mooney stack. Just stuff like that, guys. Like, it kind of just happens. It'll fall to you a little bit. There's a couple of teams that just have tough stacks. Like Denver stacking options are good, but who do I want on Denver? That's like my thought. It's like, who am I going to get on Denver? Sutton. Okay, fine. Great. Who am I getting on Denver? Nobody I'm that excited about. Yeah. Oh, that's where Josh Reynolds went. Okay. Josh Reynolds went to Denver, and then Marvin Mims Jr. Oh, excuse me. Ooh, sorry, guys. It was completely unexpected. Completely unexpected. Give me Hunter Henry and I'll be done. Otherwise, Hunter Henry gets snagged. I was just gonna say, otherwise, I'd be fine with Okonkwo. Dolchich, I don't really like more than Jelani, other than the fact that that's a crowded wide receiver room. What Denver's got again? Cincinnati. All right, we could go with that. It's gonna be the guy then. I even like him better than, yeah, I even like him, I think, better than Okonkwo, but we'll see. All right, but I'm not forcing that. I don't really need a. Oh man, I would love it if Ray Davis falls, but I'll take Algier as a backup option. So now suddenly we're starting to stack Atlanta players a little bit. We don't have any Washington stack though. Nobody I even really can think of that I want. But oh, Luke McCaffrey's still out there? I could go with that as a stack. Man, I'm gonna have to reach for somebody here soon. I'm gonna have to go Geno, and then it flips around, and I'll have to go McCaffrey there. Potentially. Ooh, Ray Davis being there makes me want to get Ray Davis. Even more important than the stack. Another guy that James Cook is not a huge guy. If James Cook gets hurt, Ray Davis instantly becomes a top 7 to 8 running back in the NFL, probably. And that's maybe top 10. Fine. And that's not an over exaggeration because he goes into an incredible offense and he's supposed to be decent. So assuming he's good, we'll see about the NFL. It's obviously different than college, but Rashad Bateman getting a ton of love in minicamp and OTAs or whatever. Rashad Bateman. All right. So thinking that we're getting close to Geno time. Yeah, he's only the second quarterback left on the board. I'm going to have to reach for him a little bit, but it'll complete a solid stack, and I don't want to miss out on it. So we're going to reach a little. We're going to reach down deep. ADP of 175. It's only 3 spots. That's what I like to see. Although he really could. How's not bad. Now we got a long wait. Oh, God, I thought he went. Yep, there's Bateman. There we go. All right. So we're set at quarterback. When I go one stud quarterback, like we did early on, I don't feel the need usually to go 3 quarterbacks in that build. That's what I want to talk about. So, King, if you're still in here, anybody else that's new to Underdog, the build structure is a big point of strategy. So, I'll get into it more maybe another time, but like just to touch on it a little bit. Don't do things like drafting 3 stud tight ends. There's nothing that says that's a good idea. And yes, they might be able to make their way into the flex spot, so you might be able to use 2 of them in a week, but like the odds of that happening are slim. Statistically speaking, wide receivers pop off far more often than tight ends do. So if you want to get yourself a stud tight end, fine, no problem with that. But then maybe wait a while before you take that second one. And when I'm talking a while, we're talking like no earlier than round 10, but I'm thinking more like around 12. Don't feel the need to stack up like that. Stack guys like receiver, and then I like to get running backs relatively late because they're an injury away from being like a top 10, top 15 running back. And then all of a sudden, if that guy's actually good too, comes in behind a good line, they'll go crazy. And that's insane value. So Luke McCaffrey not going to make it back around to us, I don't think, unfortunately. So yeah, that's a little touch on roster construction. Who the Saints got? Washington, Green Bay, and Vegas. Vegas is another team like Denver. If you're not drafting Jacoby Myers, Brock Bowers, if these 4 guys, you know what? Give me Dylan Laub late. And I guess I don't mind Meyer, but did I get 2 tight ends? No, I only got 1. Okay. All right. Well, I got a couple of guys that I want to take towards the end. So I gotta find the next pick. Well, how many we got? 15. So we got 3 more spots. 3 more spots. Tight end, running back for sure. And maybe 2 tight ends. Maybe 2 tight ends and running back. I'm a big fan of like a 2-6-7-2 build. Is that right? Um, Big fan. All right, coming back around. I have no interest in Thielen. I assume Tracy will go. I think I'd go Okonkwo here and just go 2 tight ends because I don't really love my other options. I don't want that. Do need another running back, but I don't really love my options here. But, maybe Pierce isn't bad. Coming in behind a guy that has some injury history in Mixon. Didn't do great last year, I'll be honest. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I botched it. Look at this. I'll throw you right up on full screen because I botched it. It's my bad. And I'm back. I don't know. Is that boring just watching the screen like that? It's boring, right? Even if I'm talking over it. All right, so we got a 2-6-7-1 build right now. We got to snag a tight end, but I'm fine with Dulcich even being my last pick. But like these guys are all such late ADP that I might have to reach on one, which is doesn't feel good. Doesn't feel good. Got 2 more spots though, so we got to get a tight end at least, maybe 2. Maybe just go double tight end to end it. Is there any running backs out there that I want other than Lob? That's to me is not bad. Really love getting that guy right there either. He's got the same bye week, right? Yeah, that was my thing, is when I was going to draft him. You know what? We're going to go tight end, end it maybe. No, we're not. We're going to go Lob, and then we're going to go tight end that's not week 14 bye. Close that. Let's blow this up. Tight end that's not week 14 bye, coming back around, grabbing Lob for a little stack. Bob Loblaw. Bob Loblaw's Law Bob. You guys ever seen Arrested Development? Bob Loblaw. There was a guy's name on there. He was an attorney. His name was Bob Loblaw. Loblaw was his last name. So they did this running joke. Bob Loblaw, Lob's Law Bomb. That was like the title of one of their newspapers. Bob Loblaw, Lob's Law Bomb. It was like this incredible tongue twister that I have no idea how the cast got through saying. But one of the longest ones was like Bob Loblaw, Lob's Law Bomb. I think there was even longer too. There's something else, but like the show is so funny until it got terrible. Literally until the writing and everything got horrendous and they had to redo it. I also like Jelani Woods here. And I like my quarterback situation. Running backs are full. I like that. I like the fact that we've got some guys in here that if they get an opportunity, they could do well. Same thing here. I think we're pretty solid, at least for the first 4. And then these guys will have their weeks and their moments. So no problem there. Tight end is sad right now. Tight end is a little bit sad. Can't go Dulcich. I can't go with him. Can't have 2 guys on it. I don't think that's smart. Can't go with him either. When's Jelani Woods is by? Week 14. Are you kidding me? It's got to be Meyer. Another Vegas player. We're stacking up that week. See, it doesn't even, you don't have to force it. Jatavion Sanders is another option. Jonnu Smith is an option. I think I'd go this order, though. Man, that's an ugly one. That is ugly. Darren Waller, officially probably retired, basically. Davis Allen is a guy you could reach on, but I don't really like it. Jimmy Graham doesn't have a team. This guy's name is Eric All. Kyle Granson was pretty good last year for the Colts. What do you end up with? 50 points or 58? That's not bad. That's, I guess, less than I would have thought. Peyton Hendershot. Yeah, it's ugly here in this last round. Rondell Moore. Never can pick that guy. Never can pick him. He just never does anything for me. That's how I feel. I feel like he never does anything for me. All right. We're going to end with a 2-7-7-2 build. A little unorthodox, a little fragile, but if it can stay healthy through the injury bug, I think it's got a real shot. Man, that's so odd that all these guys ended up having the same buy as him. You know what? Give me Mike Gesicki, actually, over Michael Mayer. Yeah, give me Gesicki. Different bye week. Perfect. I don't hate it. Gesicki's not bad. All right, let's blow it up. Let's take a look at this team real quick. There we are right there, drafting out of the 4 spot. Jamar Chase, Brandon Ayuk, DK Metcalf came out firing. One of a couple of teams, actually one of only one other team that went a 3 wide receiver build right off the bat. Then we both pivoted. Me and White Lancer came back with Mark Andrews and Lamar. We got the stack. Magical, magical stuff here. Then Alvin Kamara is our running back 1. Christian Watson filling in the 4th receiver spot. Jalen Warren at the number 2 running back spot. Curtis Samuel at the 5. Rashid Shaheed at the 6. Blake Corum going to be the running back of choice in the Rams stadium pretty soon because I just don't know if Kyron can stay healthy. Jerome Ford, Cleveland. Another solid pick. Darnell Mooney, boomer bust. Ray Davis for Buffalo, 1 injury away from being a stud. Geno Smith, a little stack piece for DK. Damian Pierce, meh. Dylan Lobb, real shot there, real shot. Mike Gesicki, you know the deal. You know why he got picked. Would have loved to have Jelani Woods or somebody else like that, but it was not meant to be. Listen, thank you guys for watching. If you stuck around to the end, you guys are the best. I appreciate you. Hope it was helpful. Hope the insight, the strategy talk was useful to you. If you have any questions, reach out to me on Twitter at TheHulkBets. Like the video, comment on the video, subscribe to the channel. We are closing in on 1,000. I'm extremely, extremely excited and grateful. And please, if you want to check out the premium picks, the link will be pinned to the video in the comments below. Have a great weekend. And remember, bet smart and win more.